Today we're going to discuss about defects in eye in optics. So you have studied about the structure and working of the human eye, and now you're going to see the defects in eye. A normal human eye can able to see the object placed in a distance of 25 centimeter or beyond. So this is a normal eye person. If any defect, some of the people cannot able to see the near object or far away object clearly due to some problems. So that we going to discuss. The first defect is myopia, short sightness. So short sightness means lengthening of the eyeball. So the eyeball is larger. So due to that also, that is the myopia, due to that also they cannot able to focus the long object, that is long distance object. So the nearby object can see clearly. So the object placed near, that is 25 centimeter, not 25 centimeter, 10 centimeter, the person can able to the 10 centimeter, the object is placed means the person can able to see it clearly. But it is far away. Beyond 25 centimeter means the person cannot able to see the object clearly. Cannot able to see the object clearly. So the far point cannot be infinity. So infinity, when the object is placed in a far, that is in a long distance, the person cannot able to see it. When the object come close, he can see clearly. Okay, the focal length of the eye lens decreases. So the focal length of the far, that is distance object. So the eye is focusing on the distance object, but the person cannot able to see it because the focal length is decreased there. The near one the person can able to see, but the long distance cannot able to see. So the focal length of the eye is decreased, or distance between the eye lens and the retina increases. So one, the focal length of the eye, that is eye lens, is decreased, this one point, or distance between the eye lens and the retina increases. Okay, so the image is formed before retina. Okay, before retina, and after. How it can be corrected? By placing a concave lens, by putting a concave lens specs, the myopia is rectified. And they had given the formula f is equal to xy by x minus y. So that is, a person is focusing on a distance of an object. That object is considered as x. So that object you know. So you are putting as x. And you want to know beyond the x there is another object also. That is y. So x into y. So object 1 and object 2. Object 1 is x and object 2 is y. By, that is x minus y. You have to, that is the focal length of a concave, that is the focal length, that is you are focusing on an object. So the x is that is the x should be in minus. The distance is of an object for a myopia person has falls before in the retina, and the distance object it cannot able to see, but the near object can see. So because of that you have to put f is equal to minus x. Okay, that one point. And f is equal to xy, that is object 1 into object 2, that is x into y by x minus y. So based on this formula only, the concave lens is correct, that is the myopia short sightness is corrected by concave lens. So I explained with this diagram. So the first point is lengthening. You can see the lengthening of the eyeball. Okay. So lengthening of the eyeball due to the lengthening of the eyeball, and it cannot able to focus the long distance object. Why means the image is falls before retina. Before retina, and you can before retina you can see the image distance is formed. Okay, so this is a myopia defect person, and that person goes to doctor and the doctor gives the specs. So after placing the lens, concave lens, this is concave lens, it is corrected, and now the image, you can see the image falls on the retina. So the defect can be rectified by concave lens. So they may ask in 1 mark which lens is used to correct the myopia. Concave lens. So first one is lengthening of the eyeball, and second one is near object can be easily seen. Distance object cannot be seen, but the distance object come closer, it can able to see clearly. And the focal length of the lens is decreased, and the distance between the lens, that is, this is the lens and this is the retina, so that the distance is increased. Why means the image is formed before retina. So because of that, the lens distance and the retina distance is increased. So now you understood, no? And by placing the concave lens, this defect is rectified. So next, hypermetrophia, long sightness. It is just opposite to the myopia, short sightness. So myopia is short sightness means hypermetrophia is long sightness. There lengthening of eyeball, here shortening of eyeball. That is shortening of eyeball. Okay, va? So far object can see clearly, that means distance object can see clearly, but near object cannot be seen. So the near object cannot be seen. That means 25 centimeter point, no, the 25 centimeter normal person can see, and beyond 25 centimeter also the normal person can see. But here in hypermetrophia, beyond 25 centimeter the person can able to see it clearly, and but the 25 centimeter distance object cannot be seen clearly. Okay, and the focal length of the eye lens increases. Okay, the focal length of the eye lens increases, and the distance between the lens and the retina decreases. So the image behind, that is in that short sightness, the image is formed before retina, but here the image is formed behind retina. After the retinal layer, the image is formed. Okay, so due to that formation of image, the person cannot able to see the near objects clearly. How it is corrected? It is corrected by placing convex lens. And same way, here also the formula f is equal to small d capital D by small d minus capital D. The same, there we used xy. Here x, that is x minus y. Here we are using, instead of confusion, here we are using small d capital D by small d minus capital D. So we will see here in diagram. So this is the shortening of, you can see the shortening of the eyeball, and shortening of eyeball. And what is this? The near vision cannot be seen clearly. The distance object is seen clearly. Okay, why? Because the object, that is the image formation, is at the back side of the retina. So this is the retina, that is this is the retinal portion, So this layer, the final layer, no, this layer, that is the retinal portion, the retinal layer, and the image is formed behind. Behind means after the retinal layer. You can see the dotted lines here. So because of that, the retina is responsible for our vision. Okay, but it forms at the back side of the retina, that is after the retinal layer it is forming. So due to this, the person cannot able to see the near object clearly, but far, that is distance object clearly. So distance object can be seen clearly, but the near object cannot be seen clearly. And how it is rectified? By placing a convex lens before the eye lens. So now you can see the image is forming on the retina. So image is forming on the retina. Okay. So they may ask the differences between short sightness and long sightness, that is myopia and hypermetrophia. So you can see the first one is length, that is myopia is, see. So the first point in myopia is lengthening of the eyeball. In long sightness, the shortening of the eyeball. Okay. And the second point in myopia is near object can seen clearly. There, in long sightness, far object can seen clearly. In myopia, far object cannot seen clearly. In hypermetrophia, near object cannot seen clearly. Okay. And the focal length of the eye lens decreases. In long sightness, the focal length of the eye lens increases. Okay. So the image is formed before retina. The image is formed behind retina. Okay. And concave lens is used to treat for the myopia. And convex lens is used to treat hypermetrophia. So they may ask in 4-mark question. Okay. And the next defect is presbyopia. So this defect occurs due to aging, because you can see the ciliary muscles now. Here in this portion is the ciliary muscles, which is fixing the lens in the correct position. Okay, which fixes the lens in the correct position, and it adjusts according to the object placed on what distance. Okay, but due to age factor, these ciliary muscles become weak. So due to that, it cannot able to adjust. Because of that problem, the person will got this defect, presbyopia, or that is eye lens got injured also. This defect can occur. So the aged person cannot see, that is cannot see the old age hypermetrophia and old age myopia. So this old age hypermetrophia or old age myopia. Okay. And these two defects can be cleared by using bifocal lens, concave and convex. So the upper lens is concave and lower lens is convex. So I had given a picture. So this is, and in your in your house also, some of the person will be using in a single glass 2 lenses. The upper part is concave and lower part is convex with a partition in the middle of the lens. You can see it. So I had given a picture also, and the upper, that is distance. For distance they are using concave, for near, for reading they are using convex lens. Okay. Next, astigmatism. Astigmatism. So astigmatism means a person cannot able to see the parallel and horizontal lines. So he cannot able to focus the parallel and horizontal lines. So it may due to cataract or injuries. And how it can be corrected? It can be corrected by using cylindrical lens, that is toric lens. So I have given a graph. So we are having a normal eye. So you and I can able to see the parallel lines and horizontal lines clearly in this graph. Okay. But the astigmatism person cannot able to see the parallel lines and horizontal lines. So only he may can see the parallel lines or horizontal lines. But we are normal person, we can able to see the both the lines. Okay. And this is the lens, that is cylindrical lens used to correct the astigmatism. Okay. I had given some questions which are related to the topic. Differentiate the eye defects, myopia and hypermetrophia, write short note on presbyopia and write short notes on astigmatism. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in comment box. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to the Science Easy Tech channel.